Tunaangalia rais, hatujui ni nani alimkaribia. Siku hizi rais anajipiga kifua. Hao watu wasiwadanganye. Hiyo finance bill mnaongea ati mtaongeza tax. Hawa mnaona hawa. Wasiwadanganye na msidanganye. Finance bill chini. Kwa nini sasa mnataka haya magari na hamkununulia mtu muanze kuchukua pesa? Alafu unatuambia tusinyamaze, tusiseme nini? We will speak. Ama nyinyi hamko na mimi? Tole hamwa kato tile.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know most of you have things that surprise you as far as William Ruto's visit to the mountain region is concerned. I know you have unique things that you saw there and felt like, wait, even this happened? From my side, I also have my own things. And it is not the crowd that we were seeing there. It is not the number of members of parliament who attended. It's not the governors who were there. One thing that surprised me most is the fact that Mutahi Kahiga was present and what he said in his first event that he attended where the president was also present.
Hawa watu na mimi tunashukuru kwa sababu umekuja. Tulikuwa tumekumiss kidogo. Na tulikuwa tumeanza kuingiza wasiwasi. Tunajiuliza kaetue kiliatia. Kanatiguo. Lakini sasa umekuja na umekuja na vipochopocho. Umetuletea maendeleo na tunafurahi. Si ni namna hiyo? Na mimi nataka nitangaze hapa tukiwa na Rumoro. Sisi kama rais alivyosema ndio tulipiga hii kura. Na no ginya tuli ile. Kweli ama uongo? Si serikali ni yetu. Sasa tuiangalie watu wakitafuna na sisi tuko kando. Wangapi wanasema tuendelee kuletewa maendeleo hapa?
Mutahi Kahiga is a very close ally of the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua. If Gachagua wants to pass a statement to President William Ruto, it is always heard and listened from none other than Mutahi Kahiga. If he wants to pass a message to other governors, other leaders within the mountain region, he does it through Mutahi Kahiga. So therefore, Mutahi Kahiga is not just a common man. When it comes to Rigathi Gachagua, this is a special person. Surprisingly now, he attended William Ruto's rally and spoke in support of William Ruto's coming. And from the language, you could tell that these people have a pact. Or maybe they are close, they are sharing, they have something that they had agreed on. To me, that was a surprise, being an ally of Rigathi Gachagua. I felt like there are some things, even if he was to attend, there's a way he could speak. Now, in this video here today, I want to take you through on two results here, or outcomes. Number one, if it was real betrayal. Number two, if it was not betrayal. But in this case, let me start with in a case where it was not betrayal. Why do I feel that this could have not been also a betrayal to Rigathi Gachagua? Number one, if you listen to Anne Waiguru, she once said, and I quote, "You cannot buy a Kikuyu, but you can only rent a Kikuyu." Then I asked myself, was this the moment to rent Mutahi Kahiga? Despite the fact that we have the political objectives which are always being achieved by these politicians, Mutahi Kahiga attended, and there's a possibility that he was also rented. If you guys remember, Anne Waiguru attended the launch of the manifesto of the Azimio team in Nakuru. And actually, she gave a speech on that particular day. Then, what happened is that later on, like after a few days, Anne Waiguru jumped ship. There she was with William Ruto. She got elected and became the governor for the second term at Kirinyaga County. So therefore, that was an act of renting and not an act of buying. So this case here, it could also be the same case that Mutahi Kahiga probably was just rented for this visit of the mountain region and that is not serious about it. Number two, it's the issue to do with money for mobilization. The fact means that a lot of money was pumped into mobilization by the president and his team. And the best mobilization could be done by the people within the mountain region, especially the governor, MCA, and member of parliament. These people are given huge amounts of money, allegedly, that probably ensure that these crowds are turned up. I'm going to do an extensive video on how it happened, but the money was splashed there and people attended in huge numbers. And that means very well, Mutahi Kahiga also wanted to get the share of the money, and as well, because once you have the money, you are in control of the money, there's a benefit you get directly. Whether you bring the crowd or not, there's money that you get directly to your side. Or there could also be a kitty for you. Take this money, do it for mobilization. Then this one, it is yours for accepting to work on this visit to the mountain region. That is also possible. Another thing I want to talk about here, it is the fact that being a governor of Nyeri and the president is coming to Nyeri, it's a deal to be present. Apart from the differences that people have, you need to be present and actually perform your role as it is required by any other leader who is above you visiting your region. Probably I feel that Mutahi Kahiga was informed early enough, and now he attended. One time when Kithure Kindiki went there, launched projects, he did not invite Mutahi Kahiga. And Mutahi Kahiga came out to complain.
Deputy President amekuja Nyeri. Unajua iko watu wengine wanatakaga tu fujo for nothing. Hii ofisi ya governor iko hapa. Ni ofisi ambao wananchi wameichagua. Inafaa wakati mgeni kama huyo anakuja, tunapewa notice. Tunaambiwa the Deputy President of Kenya, yule aliyechaguliwa na President Ruto, anakuja.
As a result, Mutahi Kahiga this time round, he ensured that he was there, especially if he was invited or informed about the ratiba of the president, or maybe the program of the schedule of the president when he gets to the mountain. And to be specific, Nyeri. Another thing is the issue to do with development. We have to admit here openly that President William Ruto has taken development projects there. The only thing, we don't know whether these projects are going to continue after his visit or they are going to stall. Or whatever he said was just a rhetoric, just the same way he has been doing it in other parts of this nation. So therefore, for the development, assuming it was there and it is actual, being present was necessary so that at least first he could attribute the development projects to himself. Second, and ensure the people have gotten their duly development projects, duly gained development projects from the fact that they are the people who actually voted for President William Ruto in the last election and made him the president of the Republic of Kenya by 47% of the votes of Central Kenya. Lastly, now let me talk about the aspect if it was betrayal. First of all, what does it seem to be betrayal? Attending that rally itself as a leader from the mountain region, it is betrayal, especially to Rigathi Gachagua. Why? Because Rigathi Gachagua is one of the leading antagonists or enemies in politics to President William Ruto. And his close ally going to William Ruto's event, it's a clear betrayal. And actually, I think, despite it could not be a betrayal, I don't think Rigathi Gachagua is going to be that easy to Mutahi Kahiga. They are not going to be that close. He's not going to be the trusted guy. Unless there's something that was really planned. So therefore, being just in that meeting was betrayal. But however, what else confirms it that this could be a betrayal? First, we have to admit the fact that Uhuru is present. And there's a possibility Uhuru might come to government or might join active politics. If he gets into active politics, he will dictate some things. We cannot assume his powers. And if he comes and he shifts the interest from Rigathi Gachagua to someone else, Mutahi Kahiga probably will feel isolated and will probably also suffer. As a result, Mutahi Kahiga now is trying to act different to ensure that in case Uhuru comes on board, he gets himself at a safer place. You have to admit that Rigathi Gachagua is complete after getting an endorsement from the Mount Kenya leaders, more especially Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. It could also be a betrayal if Mutahi Kahiga received money from Ruto as a gesture of joining him. There's a possibility that Mutahi Kahiga joined William Ruto after being given something. That could also be possible. If that happened, then that means it is clear betrayal, because it is a possible thing considering the fact that William Ruto really wants to ensure that he has gotten the seat back come 2027. I also feel strongly that a reason as to why Mutahi Kahiga could have betrayed Rigathi Gachagua is the fact that he's in doubt of Rigathi Gachagua's ability. Either he's national, whether he has the political muscles, whether he's financially okay, whether he's capable of sustaining the entire mountain politics towards William Ruto, towards someone else except William Ruto. I don't know what's your take as far as this is concerned. Please let me see in the comment section on what you think as far as Mutahi Kahiga, the governor of Nyeri County, is concerned.